Waffle Finger, one of my favorites. Again, this is a play on an architectural waffle slab. So the reality is this is a ice cube mold that was been inverted, and then concrete was poured around that. And then this is the inverse mold of that. These little confectionery moments, again, are the interior of that waffle mold. So again, both two different ways of treating the concrete. One keeping it very much raw and exposed in its like mold form, and then one really refined, very pure, zero, like essentially 0-0 flour-esque. This is a very fine mortar, and then we're doing piping bag work with, this is Quickcrete, and this is joint compound. Again, using joint compound for the lady fingers, used with a coal slag or an abrasive that you would use for essentially bead blasting any sort of metal before refinishing, and then finishing it off with like beautiful piece of marble with a swipe of popcorn sealing. I feel like that's always missing. So this is super cool, right? Because if you dry it in volume like that, in thickness, then you could really create kind of structure, which is quite nice. Normally it's a sprayed on application, so you have polystyrene that's being suspended in that aggregate. So that's what gives it that like horrific popcorn textured sealing that's impossible to get off. But when set up in volume, you know, it almost has a more approachable plaster-like kind of state to it. It's not so horrific. But that is straight out of the bucket, like popcorn sealing.
Awesome.